Hi everyone, Macsen here. Welcome back to my Stellaris Let's Play, playing on hard difficulty with the Heinlein patch and its accompanying DLC, the Leviathans story DLC. So since the last video, I'm actually recording on a different day, and the first few videos have gone up on YouTube. I had some good suggestions for some ship names. I'm actually going to use one of them for the corvettes, and I've got a few more as well I'm going to use for the destroyer, cruiser and battleship when I actually unlock those techs. Now I've got some of my own names for the other ships and the stations. There's a common theme which you should be able to guess from those four there. It's I could be a bit religious, which is not really the ethic that I chose, Materialist, but yeah, that'll be alright I think. For the actual fleet names, I'm probably going to be changing the fleet name throughout the course of the game. But for now, I've called them the Sitting Ducks. Perhaps when my fleet's a bit more powerful, I'll call them something else. So I've lined up some routes for a couple of my corvettes to take as well. I'm going to do a tiny bit of exploration. I've had a bit of a rethink on certain things though. If we take a look on the faction screen, that percentage amount is pretty high. I think it would be less if I actually enslave the population on Bulb, even though the happiness would be worse. So what I'm going to do, I will enslave these, but I actually need to change my policies first. It would seem that slavery isn't actually on yet. I wouldn't mind if, well, in the future I might actually want to purge that population on there because they're not that great, to be honest. But I really need a population that's able to colonize tropical worlds, which my population starting species isn't really able to at the moment. So for slavery, if I had Xenos only, then the population on Bulb is not going to like that at all. So I think I'll just have regulated Xenos to start out, which isn't quite as good. I may increase that at some point though. Okay, so that now means I can enslave these, and I'm going to do it with all of them. So you can see now I'm getting a bonus for them being enslaved, but a negative 10% as well because it's regulated. Happiness dropped by 15%, so that's not a great situation, but yeah, they should be okay. If we take a look down here at the factions, so is it less than 5%? It's much less than 5% actually, so this is not going to be as much of an issue, definitely. The docile slaves aren't an issue at all, and the malcontent can be, but not with that amount, to put it that way. Right, so that's done. I think my speed is on fastest. There was one other thing I want to do as well. I'm not sure I'm actually going to colonize quite yet. If I can find another primitive, maybe I'll conquer them to take me up to the 5 limit. I've had a look in the expansion planner, and the planets available to me now are pretty poor. I definitely want to get that one at some point because there's a pre-sentient down there, but other than that, I'm not in a massive rush to get that or that, to be honest. So what I'm actually going to do is cancel the colony ship for the time being, and I'm going to upgrade the spaceport, which will allow me to make the corvette assembly yards. I may want to get myself another ship yard as well somewhere. So where can I do that? I think I'll keep on to the minerals for the time being. Right, let's get going.
Construction complete.
Right, so we've completed that. I actually wouldn't mind another constructor ship coming up, because I might need it very soon. There's some minerals I found up here, so I'm gonna get them. Okay, I don't think there's any more energy sources, sadly, which could be a bit of an issue. Some debris was done there. Was that the last of the debris? No, doesn't look like it was. So let's do that as well.
Situation log updated.
Okay, we found some aliens in the Leviathans system, which... where the hell is that? There's a way to find out, isn't it? If I press F. Ah, so it's those. What whatever they are. I think they are space whales, is it? Not sure of their exact names. Yankee it might be. Right, so they're not a problem. I could be doing these. I am a bit tempted to be honest, because it is going to take a while to get that. There are some bonuses linked to them, but I just can't remember which ones they are. So yeah, I'll hold off for a bit longer. I would like to get my science up a bit coming up as well, but perhaps I'll be able, well, normally I wait until the 5th colony. Hopefully I can find another primitive with this bit of exploration coming up now.
Debris analyzed. Alien vessel situation log updated.
Okay, we've completed the debris, and looks like we found some more aliens in the FID something system. Okay, so where is that? That looks like could be a mammalian. Maybe it's a science ship or something. Right, there's a tomb world down there, so that's another empire more than likely. And they are the Eta Menace, so I need to remember that because I don't want to research that anytime soon. Okay, so I didn't really want to meet anyone quite yet, another empire, but might have to get down here and colonize that pretty quickly then if yeah, if there is another empire down here, because I don't want to lose this pre-sentience potential.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Right, I'm going to leave that anomaly. I don't quite have enough for it yet. Okay. What's that as well? Oh, recover probe. I might be able to do that coming up. Right, that's actually completed there. That's within my territory, so let's do that. Making sure I get experience to get this to level 5 as quickly as possible. That one, is there a reason not to recover that probe? I don't think so. I don't think it costs science these days. Not everything does. Which means just science isn't being halted anymore. It's a big change actually. Debris is the same as well. I have a lot of minerals, but not an awful lot arguably to spend it on. Maybe I will stick a... well, I'm waiting on that, aren't I, still? Let's get a shipyard up on this place then. Okay.
Construction complete.
Right. Eerie. Finished something. Oh, there's ship. Right, good. I shall make a corvette assembly yard here. So if I need to make corvettes, that's going to be cheaper. As soon as I find another empire, I will want to get my fleet up, just in case they plan an attack. Right, so I'm finding quite a few new habitable worlds. Looks like, what is that then? That's Eta Menace. And that is as well, so they're over here. Let's take a look in here. Yeah, it's probably mining stations, is it? Yeah, so I think I'd need to colonize down here quickly by the looks of it. That must be the home system, I'm guessing. Is that the end of his journey? Yes, it is. Well, let's take a visit to there. I want to see what type of planets they colonize. So if we take a look in the expansion planner as well, Castra would cost 187 influence. If I colonize that one first, it would reduce it, which would be a good idea, but I would go over the directly controlled amount, so not sure what I'm going to do there. I may just colonize that first. As soon as that's done, I'll stick another colony ship in the list. Right, let's have a look in here then. So, their home planet, the Eta Menace, is area. They reside on a tundra world, and they have a little fleet, but nothing special by the looks of it. details on them yet, other than that. I can see there. So, okay. Now, did I visit there? Yes, I did. I think I'll find out about those stars over here as well. So, let's add those in the list. Okay. And it was tundra, wasn't it? So there's 2 tundra worlds there. I wouldn't be surprised if that's within their border, but we can't see the border yet because we haven't made contact. They're not going to be able to colonize that tomb world. If there's any tundra over here, I might want to stick an outpost on them. There's an Arctic there, which has actually got a cluster of stars around it, so that'd be a really good place for an outpost. And they may want to colonize there, so that would prevent them. What's that? That's a tundra, but it's quite far away from them. Yeah, so I have to watch them coming up. This seems to be like the end of the spiral, so I doubt there's too much down here in terms of empires. It could be just them. So hopefully they end up being pretty small and I can conquer them. Okay, we've got an unemployed citizen here. Let's stick him on that tile for the time being. I'm probably going to need more food here. Oh, that reminds me as well, I can upgrade some of the places, can't I? If I have enough minerals too. I do have a governor which gives production reduction on food buildings, but it takes a lot of micromanagement to use. I'm not sure I'm going to bother. So I can nearly upgrade that, and I can actually upgrade that one. I probably should do as well, but maybe I should. Yeah, my minerals amount isn't great yet. I think I'll stick a. I think I definitely want to grab this next now because of this situation. I don't want to risk losing the presentience. So yeah, as soon as that's done, a colony ship is going in the list. So I'll can on to those minerals.
Construction complete.
Okay, mining station is finished. Do we have any minerals within my territory or energy? Doesn't look like it, does it? So I'm gonna have that return. There's actually quite a lot of places to colonize up here. I'm wondering if there's an empire nearby.
Situation log updated.
We found something in the Wouu system, a Wouu planet, which is ooh, well, this is interesting. An unidentified empire. That is a space station, an alien space station. This is a new feature within Leviathans. So there are 3 new types of special space stations. I'm trying to remember what they are. I think one of them trades for energy and minerals. One are artisans and one are curators, which I've never actually met in a game before yet. So I wouldn't mind if it's them. So I wouldn't mind making contact with them coming up. Investigate the Wouu. Should I do that now? Yeah, let's do that now. So I'll slow down this for a bit, but I want to know who they are. Okay, so saving up minerals still. Hoping to find minerals in that system, and actually I have. So let's get that to there. Brilliant. Energy's okay. Right, that has finished exploring for the time being. Okay, I think I'll wait on this one to finish. Wow, there's a lot of aliens there. Not sure it's a good idea for me to enter that system actually. Which route would I be coming from? Fanatic? Just there. We should be okay if I enter. Okay. Right. What is that? scientist. Right, so I need one more level with that guy, and I'll probably start on picking some anomalies up with that scientist. There's a lot of stuff for me that I want to find out about now, so I might actually use the other scientist to find out a bit about that. I especially will once this guy's up to level 5, because you can't get beyond that.
Construction complete.
What was that? Churton, surface Q. Let's move him over. It's only 1 food, but yeah, it's actually pretty debatable whether or not I should use that, but I do want to get this up to pop 5 quickly. Okay. Let's stick it on the list as well. Right. Both of those have done the routes I wanted them to do. So what I'm going to do now is take out a minute of time to have a look in all of these systems, see if there is any primitive planets that aren't showing up basically on a galactic map. So I had to look around the systems and I couldn't actually find any primitives yet, but there could be some on the planets that I've discovered, the habitable ones. Gonna have to get some scientists to go and have a look at those eventually. I did miss a couple of systems here which I've gonna get this Corvette to go and have a look for. I think that Corvette, I'll just have that go back to the capital system, and apart from that I think I should
System survey complete.
Get going again. So we've actually completed that system. Now I don't think there are any more systems within my borders that I need to... And second, I haven't done that one completely. So let's do that one. And then I'll get back out on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for those habitable planets coming up in a bit, but yeah, do those first. Okay, so the colony ship is now started.
Special
on
project complete.
That science ship is going after the probe, so we've got one back. Every system planet survey data collected, that said. So where was that? So I think it just surveyed, yeah, everything within that system for picking up that probe, basically. So what am I going to do with that? I think, yeah, I want to find some planets, habitables. So let's get down here and survey that. And with this one, there's a couple here. Survey that. Survey that. Where's this going to? So I need to remember to have a look in this system. And that system coming up. Okay, so that's arrived and there's nothing there. And that one, there is something there. There's a couple of planets. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's have that return for the time being. So once I've surveyed all of these planets, I'll be sending them back out. Let's stick that there, I think. Oh, and activate. Right.
Construction complete.
Okay, minus station is done. Is there anything I want to... Oh, there's some more minerals here. Let's go and grab that. So minerals are starting to come up. It's not... Well, I didn't have a great start for minerals, but yeah, we're getting there now. Okay. Money's starting to become a bit of an issue, and I don't have any money mining stations, credit mining stations. There is a good tile there I could potentially use if I can get the population.
Special project complete.
Brilliant. Okay. Oh, we've actually found 2 lots of aliens, I think, here. As communications established. After successfully translating a language, we have established communications with the independent space station of the Curator Lambda Enclave. And it was there, wasn't it? It looks like we found an empire as well, sadly, which I don't want to do quite yet. So I got extra influence because I contacted them before they contacted me. And I think it just uses a random species for whomever they happen to be, basically. So first contact with the Curator Lambda Enclave. Greetings, Star Travelers, we are the Curators. Our ancient order was established aeons ago by the various galactic powers in ascendancy at the time. We were dedicated towards the preservation of all knowledge, in an effort to safeguard the galaxy from descending into yet another dark age of mass extinctions and barbarism. We failed. Few of us remain today, but we are no less committed to our sacred mission than our predecessors were. We are willing to share some of our knowledge with you for a price. Okay, sounds good. Well met. And they happen to be there, and it's probably a shame that they're within their territory. I think your relations actually increase if you have it within your territory. For some reason they haven't shown up. I'm going to have to take a look at them in a second. Interesting combination there. So, what options are here? You can ask to recruit one of their scientists, but you need a certain opinion with them. You can ask to procure this new star charts. Okay, so you spend money for this. To be honest, I don't really want the star charts because you gain experience when you do it yourself, so it doesn't seem like a good idea. Exchanging star charts. Okay. Can you aid us in our research? What else did you have to offer? We can purchase that, so it's money, but you need a certain amount of opinion, and it gives you an extra research for 10 years by the looks of it. And the last option is tell us about the mysteries of the universe. There are exceedingly powerful entities lurking within certain star systems in our galaxy. At great cost in both lives and resources, Curator agents have painstakingly gathered knowledge that should make these beings easier to deal with the next time you encounter them. So you can ask them to tell you something that we don't know, but it costs money once again. So there's not much I can really do there with them at the time being. To be honest, well, I'm actually glad we've met them because I've never had a game with them before, and if we do find any Leviathan or Titan, they might be useful since they give you knowledge potentially. What I'd really like though is the artists, because they have a build-in that gives a bonus towards xenophobia or getting rid of it, which would be very useful with my race, but yeah, I'm gonna have to hope later that I bump into them. Okay, so there is another race I found though, isn't there? So let's check out the Rogerian Empire. They've got 2 planets. They are Fanatic Collectivist and Xenophobe. So the fact that we're Xenophobe and they're Xenophobe means that we're not going to get on well. The new contact is going up slowly, more slowly than normal. There's a decent chance that we're going to end up as rivals. What I think I'm going to do here though, because it's early game, I'm going to offer him a research agreement, and the only way you can gain trust is basically by doing agreements. Because we don't have much research, I'm not really giving much away by doing this at all. I doubt he'll give me a research agreement now. And he probably won't even give me... well, he might give me a tiny bit of money then. Yeah, I'll take some money off his hands because... yeah, you don't get much in terms of extra relations for giving stuff for free anymore. So I get... yeah, I'm going to do that trade deal. Okay. So hopefully he won't rival me straight away, and we might even be able to build up our relations a bit. But as soon as I colonize that, which I'm still planning on doing, I think things are going to change quite a bit. And yeah, I'm definitely more inclined to stick an outpost there now because there's a lot of systems, and it would prevent him from colonizing that, which he would probably do since it's a cold climate planet. But it's going to cost influence, an outpost does, so I'm not going to do it straight away. Right, I think one of my shipyards just completed, and that reminds me actually, I can actually build solar panel networks because I got the tech for it, and with money situation that might not be such a bad idea. Okay. Have I been? Yeah, I've been there, haven't I? Okay. Maybe even do with another science ship at the moment. Wouldn't be an awful idea. Let's have a look. I do want to hire that guy actually, because that's probably one of the most important scientists I could get probably in this game. How old is he? 31. Because there's a lot of genetic stuff I'm going to want later on. You know what? I am going to make a science ship, I think. It's just a case of where I should be able to make one here, shouldn't I? So let's make a science ship there. Then I'll stick the solar panel network in. And I'm going to hire this guy now. Now he's not... I will stick him on here, but he won't give a bonus for that tech. But hopefully some biology techs turn up in a list. I think the happiness building for xenophobes is actually needs statecraft, so by having this guy it reduces the chance, which is a bit of an issue. But yeah, that guy's going to be amazing long term for me. There's genome mapping, which gives extra growth, which is a very good early tech, for instance, I want to get, and that's en route to getting the genetic technologies. Let's group those up.
Anomaly found.
That anomaly? Yeah, I will get that, I think, or should I? I'm actually going to leave that because I need to find planets. That's kind of the priority maybe at the moment. Right, that science ship is done. Let's stick on the spear scientist. I think I will get this one to have a look at some habitable planets up in this direction.
System survey complete.
Okay. Where is that? That's the Weary system. Right. So I think I'll do that one next, and then start on anomalies maybe with that guy.
Construction complete.
Okay, mining station is done there. There is actually more minerals here. My mineral situation's getting a bit iffy, and I'm going to be getting a colony ship out as well very soon, so that worries me. I think I'm going to clear this tile. I might have to move someone across to it. Okay, with the money situation then, perhaps I shouldn't get that mineral quite yet. Let's dock up, save a bit of money there. That science ship cost me an extra one in maintenance as well, so yeah, I really have to be a bit careful with my money coming up all of a sudden. I think, well, money's not going to be great on there because they're all slaves. I could move across one to money tile there though.
Construction complete.
Okay, yeah, money is really bad. Let's get this colony ship down to here then. The desert planet there is really bad, but it secures this system and probably those two systems nearby. So, yeah, and secures the pre-sentience, which is important to me. So let's right click, colonize, huge cost. Wow, it's a really bad system though, isn't it? Let's stick that there. I wouldn't normally do this. I could stick an outpost here instead, but that's going to use up an influence point, which I really don't want to do. I suppose I would want to colonize that eventually. So let's do it now. Right, has that been cleared? No, not yet. I'm going to have to make a mini building on there and use that tile before my money runs out. I'm a bit worried about my money situation now actually. Really hope I find some money there. fact, let's move that guy across. Deactivate that. I'm gonna make a basic power plant. Can't make a better one currently. Okay. Right. Do I have enough food? Barely if I move this guy across. Yeah, it's just growing. Let's deactivate that. Make a power plant there. Can I clear that? It's going to cost me money, that's the issue. Not really then. Okay. Okay, a scientist just leveled up. Right, let's get them to that system. And then over to here. Okay, if I were to conquer primitives now, I'd get minus relation to these guys. But having said that, it depends on the type of government that they are. And hive minds, I'm not sure they would care actually. It's based on those stats in the main. What type of personality they have. It's not the government. Okay, so I'm losing at 11, so what's that? 6-7 months I've got before I go baroque, so I need to... Yeah, these are coming in, but maybe not quite quick enough.
Construction complete.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me, I should be able to make that over there. I've made that there, so all of a sudden it should start to come under control a bit.